Welcome, viewers. I am RX Oliver. These are my friends. Today we are playing Star Wars RPG, The Encroaching Darkness. This is episode 9, the ultimate, the last episode of the first chapter of Max's Super Saga. So after The Encroaching Darkness, we'll be moving on to something else after a short break. It's been a pleasure to play this campaign with all of you guys. I'm really looking forward to see what happens at the end of it and to see what we're going to do next.
All right. Well, thank you for Oliver. Welcome, gentlemen, to the last finale for this section of the saga. As you guys know, you guys returned from your first operation, helping out the teacher, basically testing out your skills. Come back. Your ride was still in good enough, thing. You guys came back and basically, recoup, learn what you need to do, spend a little experience, learn a couple skills. But he has told you the great darkness that has been eluding him has slowly been awakened. And your task is to see if you can either stop it from happening truly or just see what you can do. You guys were given information about a local Imperial outpost that you can travel into the main base where this is at, and you're given the necessary supplies, the skills that you learn now, and hopefully he wishes you luck. As you guys are traveling through to another location, you guys encountered a large beast that was corrupted by a dark crystal of the Kyber planet innards, that somehow slowly the darkness has been corroding certain creatures, and you fought this thing off valiantly. As you guys took care of this and got closer to the base, this thing was really dangerous to look through. And you start noticing that there have been, you thought of, maybe we use some of this stuff to throw into the base and maybe try to draw those creatures out. Well, your little Java friend decided, hey, let me sneak over there and try to do something with it. But as he's going toward the walls, something happened, and large creatures start coming up. That one didn't, I guess maybe a mama or an alpha, who knows, jumps out and starts attacking the area. So as he's booking it, running out of there, he literally trips over and he looks like he might die. But through the force of your local Jedi, whatever you want to call himself, right there, use the force and just yeet him all the way into the too close to where the ship was. He was just flying. He's like super in style for Jabba, and lands into it. You guys attack to the side of the base and come through, but it seems there was a single piece still with you guys that drew a couple of other creatures to chase you guys behind. And you guys are just attacking Imperial forces, drawing the creatures away, finding out where a large hole that is one of the tunnels and get through it, and you guys manage to get through that and just launch yourself through. And it seems like it collapsed behind you. There's doors, everything right there. And as you guys go through, there's a long tunnel. And if you guys see, I posted up in the chat thing, this is the area you exit out of. It's a large, dark hangar area. You see there's a couple little transports around. There's really not soldiers, but there's alarms going off right now. And as you guys come through, you see the doors that you guys come through literally locked down, and there's literally, it is sealed in now. So you guys, it is by the force or fate, whatever you decide to do now is up to you.
The last thing we saw was those two dark side force users opening up a coffin, right? These guys.
Yeah, they're attempting to open a coffin.
Well, before we begin, I want to ask a very interesting question. Earlier, I very luckily rolled 7 white side.
And to see that.
And I wrote in the chat, we're keeping the light side unless someone writes in the chat in the next 30 minutes. Can we keep them?
I'll say yes. I would say for now is that the balance of the force, it seems to go with you guys. There is no direct thing. It is literally, you see it flowing, going through you guys. It seems like it's moving closer to you. And right now is at Chris, is that you feel so energized, but even though there's a dark presence through you, you can really feel that your lightsaber is glowing, and you see a white, like, emit light coming through, just little blips coming from your saber.
Craig's not too fucking fond of this, to be fair.
No,
He's too much of a renegade.
the two Sith-looking guys. Have they seen us?
Oh no, they don't
No,
know about
we've
you.
got
This
a
was
vision.
a force.
Oh yeah, we only saw that in
was
our
a
mind's
force
eye.
vision.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it was a force vision. But as
We're
you
not
guys
actually
see that,
yeah, in the
you-
same chamber with them.
Mhm.
We're not actually in that same chamber, are we?
and as you go, so the chamber is that you don't really have any information about the area. But if you guys want to roll perception, and if you guys want to exit the transport, you might be able to find maybe a computer system, or maybe something, maybe that jack into to get some more
What's
information about
the
the place.
difficulty on the perception?
It'd be 2 purple.
Okay, no, I've got very good perception. I'll roll that. 3
Our
successes.
dildo head buddy's very good at computers. I mean, can the Wookiee do computers?
That was to find
No,
one. I've got 3 successes.
What you do is, like, you've actually found is there is a computer panel that is near one of the doors, and it looks like there's like it's a big digital panel that has, and it shows maybe part of the area. But from what Zoo could probably figure out, if with a good computer check or something, that he could hack it out, maybe get a couple levels in the area you guys are at.
Okay. Well,
if he doesn't do it, the Wookiee goes over and smashes it, and then it just pops up on the screen.
I'll tell Zoo that.
There you go.
I mean, it opens the door, but you won't figure out where you're at. I mean,
I'll
that's
signal
one
to
thing.
Zoo then that I found a computer terminal in front of me. Come over and look at it.
What are we on? 2 purple?
Oh no, this is gonna be 2 purple and a black. Yeah, 2 purple and a black right now.
Okay. Let's get ready for those
Is this to hack the terminal to get in? To open
World
the door?
famous rules.
disasters.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Wow. Okay.
Yes, Dave, start your meeting. Go on, mate.
Alright, so Zoo, what you managed to do is that you find this is that what you could tell is the complex you have is massive, and from the information that you're able to glean is that there is a small computer central area that you can access here. There's like, this is a newer part of the area that is like 4 levels up and maybe a couple levels down. And from what you're going through, you see like a huge digital map that kind of comes through. Is that there is a dark structure that's more in the middle of the base, and from what you see, it's like you would have to go 2-3 levels down, and you're like in one of the 4 entry points that come through. And you start seeing like clacks alarms coming through, and you start hearing foot. Basically, you know, like you hear feet stomping your way.
Well,
Can I shut the alarms off?
From what you see is that it will take you time to do that, but it's not the time that you have right now.
Can I use manipulate to touch the speaker and turn them all off?
but with the force.
I mean,
Yes, with the force.
I mean, you can shatter them, break them. Yeah, that's fine.
So that's that gone.
Nah, how are we gonna get
The
that?
alarm.
We need to keep that system active because we need to. Could we get?
Oh no, I'm
no,
on
so
about the
basically
alarm.
he just ripped off the little clacks alarm, the noise.
Oh, the alarm! You
I
just
mean,
ripped
the
off the
system's
alarm,
good.
right? Okay.
Yeah,
Can we-
it's still going off, the lights
we
and
get-
stuff, but he just like, you know,
I know Martin's not here, but we still have the NPC C3P walk, our droid doctor. Can I get him to take a digital copy of the map? To download a copy
Oh yeah,
of
he
that?
basically plugs it in and just digitalized, and he has modified himself that has a hollow projector that pops out from one of his arms.
Okay, so we've got the map downloaded then.
And are both doors open, or just the way that we hear the feet?
So you notice there is a large massive doors to the right and left, but for what you have is that there is no computer panel on the left side, but there is on the right side. And with Zoo's control, he's able to open the doors, but as I said, there are basically sound of like feet coming through, not from your side but the opposite side. And as you yes,
Go ahead. I'm waiting.
oh, as you guys seeing through, you start seeing the other doors kind of like it unlocks and slowly opens, and you see white light comes through.
Now, the door where the guys are coming through, where we hear steps, which I assume is some sort of troopers or forces. Can I see that door? How far away is that door?
That door will be long range for you.
Long range, right? I'm gonna pop some frag grenades into it. In fact, I'm gonna pop a flash grenade and a frag grenade into it. Pop, pop. Can I shoot it at long range with a grenade launcher?
Yes.
In fact,
but
my thing will tell me what the range on it is. The range on the... Oh, it's medium. The grenade launcher. It's medium. I'll need to wait till they're closer.
Yeah, but you can do that one. I'm saying if you want to, is I will let you use one of the light sides you have right now to make it. You can do it long range.
Okay.
So you won't have penalties. So this rollout one is going to be 3 purple and 1 black because the door is open enough that hopefully you can get it in there and not hit to the side. It basically is like that big.
Okay, let me roll it then. I forgot to use my light side point. I didn't even use the light. Oh, no, sorry. You said the light side point was to make it medium range, didn't you? Right. I've got 3 successes.
No, make it long range. You guys haven't rolled it yet, so this is kind of like up in the air. The force is kind of fluctuating right now.
Well, on my attack, I have got 3 successes and 1 threat.
Okay. The threat really all that does is like, oh, you take 1 point of strain because it's like you're trying to aim it and it's just you get like the back hit. You just take a point of strain because it hit your shoulder.
Oh, okay.
And you have like a smaller bruise. That's really what it does. But you see that
1 point of strain.
your
Okay.
your unique grenades pops through, and you see it whizzes out. And as it goes through, is that it opens up. You see it sail through, and you kind of hear like the speaker voice, like "What the fuck?" And just huge like pop flash coming through, and you start hearing just.
Now, if we're not in initiative,
And
would I be able to pop 2 off, a flash grenade and a frag grenade?
oh yeah.
And is there any chance of me then shutting the door once it's gone through?
Yeah, good idea.
From what you can see is that this the computer panel only controls this side of the door, not the other side.
Sorry, we just...
In that case, I think shove a couple more grenades through and cheese it.
If you could work out via the map where we need to go, Teal, I think me and Differall can hold these guys off.
So yeah, it's like Zoo, you can definitely open the door, and what you see is that you can rig it. The door will open faster for you than the other side does.
Yeah, let's do it.
So you see, like, it's not a complex lock. It opens out and it hisses a lot faster, and it opens wide enough that you guys can go through. So you don't have to have it completely open. If you wanted to, you can shut the doors behind you and lock it, and nobody can come behind if you wanted to.
Yeah, definitely.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so yeah,
And
as
then
you
if we
guys
do
see
open
it,
it'll just pop again. Pop, pop.
all right, I say roll again.
Okay. What did you say? It was 2 purple and a black, or is it less? 3 purple and a black, or is it less this time?
It's still 3 purple and black
Still 3
because the door's slowly opening up.
Okay. 3 failures, 2 advantages.
Ooh.
Shit.
So what that does is what you were trying to aim from that one, it kind of sells the wrong way and ends up into your transport and takes it out.
Oh, so I just took out our transport.
Oh,
Yeah, so the thing is, and you start seeing it smoking.
Well, at least we didn't crash this one. That's a new way to destroy.
yeah.
It's a new way we've destroyed a vehicle.
You
it's a
slowly
new
see
way
the dark
you've
side
destroyed
building there, like, oh fuck, alright.
We've got to
So
keep
by
our
this
1
day-
ship per episode destroyed average up, guys. Come on, I was just getting it in there early.
I was saying, it'd be disappointing if we managed to keep it.
Yeah.
Keep something together, but so you guys get through, and as you guys getting through the door, I am gonna throw this out here. You see this coming from the other side.
Just get a pen, my pen and drum out.
Come on. Alright, well. Come on. Guess it's not doing it for me, but. I'm trying to upload. Come on. Alright, well, I'll do it later. But what it is, it would have been an entryway of basically stormtroopers coming through, and they start, shooting at you guys. You see some of them like charred remains of some of the bodies there. There's some guys kind of burnt out, but they're shooting through. Some of them limping. You guys are firing back, and the door's shut and locked through.
Nice. Okay, what's the way? How do we find this thing that we saw in our minds?
From what you can do is that Zoo basically point out there's a little he made a little walkway through. Is that it seems like you guys got to go through this main level and go down, but the elevator to go down is more the middle of the area. So it would probably be like maybe 10-20 minutes to get there. But you do notice that there's from the map there's like real digital, because he linked into the system to it.
Yep.
It shows like blips of groups running around, and you can see the alarms setting off everywhere.
How far is it?
It's about 10-20 minutes.
No, but you said it was below us, and it's going to take a while on the lift. How far is it down?
It's about 3 levels.
I reckon I could jump it.
You maybe could actually. 3 floors is not that much for a Jedi.
I reckon I could jump down a floor and then another floor easily. If we're talking about like seeing an imperial like cubic kind of structure,
yep,
where there's like levels and levels, I reckon I could just go boop boop. Like come on. The only good bit about fucking Return of the Sith is the fucking Jedi's jumping across all the fucking things and doing the cool shit with the lightsabers. That's the only redeeming thing from the fucking prequels. You can at least let me do that.
Can he do that? I'm jumping on his shoulders if he does.
Yeah. So you guys basically, if you guys want to, is like roll perception maybe once to see, make sure hopefully you guys don't hear anybody coming through and see what goes on. So this would be 2 purple, because it's like it's
can we all roll this?
Yep, everybody rolls this to see if they can hear anything.
Because I've got banging perception. I want to roll. 5 successes. Whatever there's there, I think I've seen it.
2 successes.
Crick's been on the bevy again. Oh, Death's seen it as well. Easy. 2 successes for you as well. Crick, you've been drinking, eh?
Crick just can't hear it. Everything's just so loud for him.
I'm just too focused on the Sith that I still feel the energy and I'm distracted. Yeah.
So everybody succeeds. Yeah, I'm gonna take this threat for a good thing. Zoo, you're just sitting there through. You literally, from walking next to your droid friend, you literally could find the quickest path. You don't have to deal with many people. You guys are kind of walking through, and you found like hopefully the safest space to like a really fast elevator that will take you down. But as you guys looking through, there is a dark crevice that goes down, and you see like maybe lights in the very bottom. And God, I wish this thing could upload. I'll show you guys what you see down there. For some reason, it's not letting me upload pictures.
Might be the file size. Saying that, I've got maximum upload size in Discord. It should be able to upload any photo.
Yeah, but it's not letting me upload anything at all.
I seen like the ship thing earlier. And...
Might be permissions. I might have done something with permissions in the channel, Max. Give me a sec. Sweet.
So what you guys find is this right here. You basically, but what it is that this is more like, it's supposed to be like more dark cavernous area, and there's like spotlights kind of shine into it, and you see like a really dark ancient looking temple right there, and there's like big statuettes of humanoid creatures right there, and you see there's like a couple like groups of people walking around. So now if Crick wants to like do a couple of athletic checks, he could probably get there safely with maybe some use of the force, but he'd be down there by himself.
Well, I use another force thing to use enhance, so that gives all my athletics rolls. It oh yeah, I roll a force dice.
So yeah, you just roll 2 force dice. And
Can I not jump on his shoulders?
Am
Am I not small enough to jump on his shoulders while he does
Oh no,
that?
you can jump on his shoulder if you want to go down there with him.
Mm-hmm. If he's up for it, will you take a passenger?
All right. Well, the thing is, you can do that one, but what it is that is you can it feels like the dark side is so saturated right now. It feels like your powers are like maybe diminished for a little bit, but it feels like if you wish to draw what is there, but it seems like it may give you a corruption.
Fuck it, I'll take the corruption. I'll be fine.
Well, it doesn't do anything necessarily right now, but you feel like, you know, just you can feel like just the sickening darkness here slowly creeps on you, and the light side that you've been trained is somehow like kind of wavers a little bit, but you can successfully kind of just bounce through. And gentlemen, you see Crick with your little Java friend jumps onto his shoulder and like has his grenade launcher out there. He just force leaps down there, and you just see the droid kind of looks at the other two and presses the elevator and goes ding.
Are the rest of
So
the rest of them
other
go down
two
to the
follow
elevator?
in.
walk in. I'll walk in.
Or we could just go home.
Yeah, so like you guys follow through, and you have like as you guys close the door and there's like the elevator music, it's the dee 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 dee. It's that kind of music going down, and you hear like the epic music, you know, a Crick kind of going down, slashes around, kind of like flips around, and as you guys, he lands down like, you know, almost like, you know, on a rock looking around. He sees like, you know, there's spotlights. Yeah, there's a pose. The doors open behind him. You guys walk right out at the same time he lands.
Hey, we did the cool entrance,
Yeah.
correct? We did it the cool way.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. The door walks up and it's like, was that necessary? And keeps walking.
Right.
Now, as you guys getting through this, you see it's the temple was in a large rock formation, and there are steps that go up, but you see groups of these guys walking around. Posting the guys up.
I rolled that wrong, by the way. I was supposed to roll that with an advantage. I'm a dickhead.
Oh,
That's
good.
fine.
Never mind.
So you see these kind of guys walking around,
Ooh.
and there's like probably about 20, 30 of these guys walking around, like, you know, different groups and stuff.
Their armour doesn't look any harder than the other kind of troopers I've blown up in the past. I'm not scared.
I'm a bit frightened because I'm a bit well travelled and I actually recognise who these troopers are.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Educate me, Star Wars fans, because I'm not the biggest Star Wars guy. What are these then? Go on,
There-
Chris.
Hey, Chris, you want to answer? You're welcome to, but
They just look like AI death troopers.
Death troopers.
Like
no.
special
Are they
forces.
dark troopers?
Dark
Yeah,
troopers.
these are the
the
human ones.
SAS of the fucking trooper world.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Navy
Yeah,
SEALs
these
of
are like the elites.
Stormtroopers.
These are actually
Yeah.
what true stormtroopers should be.
Got ya.
Yeah.
The-
And they can actually
these-
shoot for shit.
Yeah, they can
The-
actually can, and these guys are basically, they're be like equivalent to clone trooper, well trained troopers.
So Crick's a
And you
little
see
bit
them,
worried
there's
by
like
these
kind
guys.
of yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they got marching through. But so how you guys want to get in there? Unfortunately,
Definitely quietly.
Hopefully quietly, yeah.
You're still up there, can't hear you, Zoo.
No, they've pinged out just behind us. The elevator
no,
came
they
down
came
at the
through.
same time as us, man. We just did that for thematicness. Or being cool,
and you
cinematic.
did like the awesome epic kind of like like seeing these, you kind of seeing this like cuts to seeing the elevator, and you guys kind of flipping through, and it's basically half seeing the elevators come through, you guys kind of spinning out, and you're sitting there kind of like, yeah, laying there, and then like give that heroic pose or something, and the guys kind of walk out, and they're kind of shake their heads and walk on.
How far away are we from the entrance of this thing then?
It is probably about a half a mile up.
Sure.
So,
full on sneaky sneak.
Yep.
And you might not like this, Greg, but is you dicking around with the Force going to be noticed by those other fellas?
They already know that we're here. It's a two-way street. Like if we seen them, then they've seen us. They know.
Is there any?
That's what you think.
Any chance of a stealth roll here to try and spot the best way in, or skullduggery or whatever?
So what it is, you will roll a stealth check, but what it is just see, you're basically looking this over. You pull like you have like a specialized micro binoculars you can see in the dark and stuff, or your goggles, and you're zooming through and you kind of looking through the area. And I would say if you roll maybe a triumph, hopefully you find something what you need. So the difficulty is going to be 3 purple and a black, but I'm gonna make it red, so it'll be 2 purple, a black, and a red.
Okay, well I have 4 yellows on stealth, so 2 successes.
From what you can see out through it, that there seems like there is a like small little like maintenance elevator that's come to the side that someone's like doing repairs on side of the cliff face or something. They're doing something, and it seems like it is not as heavily guarded because it doesn't seem like it's essential. And who the fuck is gonna be stupid enough to come into this place?
Well,
as you thought, right?
I'll point that out to the boys then. Look.
So I'm gonna do my last sticking about here. I'm gonna use seek to find a way to lead us to something that we've forgotten, or it will help us, or it's just using the Force for 2 Force die. And,
just a Force power, is it?
Yeah.
Just roll it, bud. Just roll it. See how.
Oh, I don't need to roll. It's just spending it. It's just I spend two white dice, and that's it.
So what you do is you roll the white dice, and it sees if you can activate the power. So that's what you do. You roll. So you just roll that. You just roll 2 white dice.
Oh, okay.
That's how the Force power works.
Max.
It uses how much the light side or dark side you use to activate the power.
Ooh, 2 light side, 2 dark side.
Okay, so as you're using the Force in this one, you see there's 2 possibilities that you can use. That there's something that could help you out. Like, hey, it can help you out with what you do. But the other thing that you can use helps you out, but has some danger to it. And it seems like it can help you better getting inside.
What are you thinking, Crick?
So is it like a fork in the road? Does one go left and one go right?
Pretty much. You just see. Okay.
If you say so.
So as what it is that you see Click figure out, like, hey, this is what go, and Crick is just sitting there meditating, and he sees like he's seen the Force as like a river, and the different branches he kind of can see flows through the area. And he sees one that can go one way and the one goes the other way, but he sees like the dark Force kind of coalescing around it. And he's like, fuck that, I'm gonna go this way. And what he sees is that there is a niche of areas in the ground that he goes through that you guys can sneak it through, but unfortunately how big your Wookiee is, guys will slow you down a bit. But you can safely get around most of the patrols that way.
I don't mind it slowing us down a little bit if it means we're going to get past most of the patrols unnoticed.
Yeah, slow and safe.
Yeah.
Well, how about you and the Wookiee go and cause some trouble over there, and me and Zoo infiltrate?
It's good to me, Wookiee. Are you down? We'll take the droid as well, because I do not speak common. I was reading earlier that Jawas don't speak common, so C3P Walk is with us as well. The two of us and the droid will go.
Okay. So Seawalker just looks at you and is like, "Oh my!" Just shakes his head and is like, "Very well." And then just kind of like, as you guys clatter off this way, you guys kind of like go around like a ridge area, and the way they're going the worst way. So you're like, "Okay, they're gonna go that way." And as they walk through, they encounter probably like 4 or 5 of the troopers. Just like a small patrol stops, and you hear comms, and they kind of see, like, they see like hear clanks, and they see a droid come out. Then the big Wookiee. Now the question is, do you want to hide, Craig? So if they have the massive Wookiee to look through, that you can maybe surprise them, or do you want to go out with everybody in face?
Me, no. If I can get a hiding spot, a stealthy spot, I'm going to take it.
Okay. I say roll stealth, and with this one is it's going to be 3 purple. It is because it's just how well stealthy you are, and especially how dark this area is.
Okay.
It counterbalances what they can see in the dark. So.
Okay. 4 successes, 1 threat.
All right, so you kind of managely go around some of the rock face and stuff, and you see they come around like a small bend, and they have some of them have lights, and they're kind of looking around, talking through. Now you see the door kind of just looks around and just steps out. And is like, greetings, excuse me, I am lost. And they just see him, they basically all pull right in, it's like, halt. And it's like, I don't remember, a droid being around here, and they slowly just creep on him, pointing blaster rifles at it.
How many is that?
There's about 4 right now.
Right, C3P Walk, move, and I'm just going to pop a grenade at the 4 of them. Frag grenade.
Which one?
So
which one do you want to use?
Well, they're in a group, so I'm thinking frag grenade, right?
Okay.
They are in a group, or?
Yeah, they're in a group. They're basically, it's just like a 4-man group. They're like two, and they're just patrols.
So I'm going to shout to the droid to move, but if he dies, he dies. And I didn't build the pool, I didn't do the thing. Oops. There we go. What's my difficulty?
It'd be 2 purple.
Okay. Let's go. 3 successes, 2 advantages with a boom boom.
So, and as you see this thing, they're like the droid is sitting there. It's like, oh, like as he's talking through it, they out of nowhere you see a little dark shape of like a rock or something fall through, and they stop and look down, and one guy's kind of like, oh fuck, and just explosion just happen right in their grades. They fall back, and they're like, oh, and it's like the blast knocks out Seawalk, and Seawalk is just currently just out of it right now.
He's out of it.
You see part of his head missing, so it's just out of it now.
Oh, after I've killed the NPC guys, I've killed Martin's character. It's fine though, as long as we complete the mission.
Yeah, and it's like, and you see like one of them, like 1 or 2 of them, kind of barely get up. Now this is where, does the Wookiee want to charge in and take these guys out, or what?
Now,
he's gonna shoot him.
Here's the thing: I've got med packs. I can heal a organic being, but we need Zoo to fix the droid. I can't fix the droid. Shit.
Nope. All right, so for you, be like 2 purple.
Just leave him.
And you get the bonuses right there, and these guys are like,
I thought I was thinking
fuck,
Dave.
they're like, oh.
That's the plan, I think, mate.
Oh, and
Wow.
Nice.
Ooh, is this your blaster? Or is this the big FU?
No,
Yes,
this is
big ass.
the ballista weapon. Ballista bolt.
It's like a ballista bolt firer, isn't it? Yeah. Big
yeah,
FU.
15 damage. That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, and you hear like, it's like you see the ballista bolt. I'm gonna call it ballista bolt. The ballista bolt come out of energy
That
comes
works?
out, and it just, you hear like, it's like, like when you hear rockets, like fire, like firework rockets, it has
The
that weird
whistles.
whee, the little
Yeah.
at the end of it.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like as it comes through, and a huge hole comes through one of their heads, takes them out. The other guy's kind of fucked, and he jumps into out of sight of you guys, and he's gone.
I look at the Wookiee like, nice shooting. doesn't understand the word I say. I don't understand the word he says, but I give him a nice shooting nod.
And he's like, you know, like that. Like
I'll give
you
you
start
a
hearing alarms. You start hearing alarms coming out, and you start hearing like the patrols come in the area where you guys are at. But Zoo and Crick, you guys are basically running through the like areas, and you can hear the giant explosion, and you guys are just hoofing it to like the small little tram elevator that goes up. Now for so as you guys get up there, now for you other two, are you guys going to stay there and keep causing mischief, or are you guys going to run where they're at?
Max, I get your face is itchy, but use this hand to itch it so that your hand's not over your mouth all the time, mate. You're covering your hand and your mic constantly, bro.
Yeah.
Wookiee would like to stay and cause trouble.
Okay.
Find something sort of a hide behind and just use it as cover. Keep firing.
I'll just hide behind you
Okay,
and
so
you use cover
what
me.
we're gonna do? We're gonna leave these two gentlemen to cause a little mischief, causing, you know, they're probably doing like guerrilla warfare as you guys know. As Zoo and Crick goes up to the elevator, and you guys slowly basically get to it, and you guys are getting to the side of the temple, and you see down as you're about halfway up, you see patrols coming through, and just like, you know, a cinematic, these guys, you see giant bolts of energies coming from the Wookiee, and just grenades coming from that, and a maniacal laugh echoes through the whole cavern of a little Jawa, just yelling, "Bring it on, bitches!" You know, that kind of effect or something. And then he just, you know, he's just having his heart playing out, just blowing shit up.
Listen.
Yeah, and so you just like, I could hear like it's like a heavy metal type song of like you know, Star Wars version coming from he's blowing stuff up with his little Jabba friend. But you guys, Zoo and Crick, you got up to the top of the temple, and you see like some of the people around there like going down like the main temple area, going down, and you see the main entrance, and the entrance is open. You see there's cables coming in, there's lights. So what do you guys want to do?
From my meta-analysis of spending a whole day within Jedi time chamber on my mind, do I recognize this as a Sith temple or a Jedi temple?
From what you were told, this is like there are some ancient Sith markings here, but this is some of the stuff, it predates from like the truly ancient dark users before, and you can feel the dark taints of this area.
Alright, okay.
Oh, sorry.
Remember, we've an audience, bro.
Yeah.
So I think I nod to Zoo and be like, we gotta go in and save the world.
You've got to go in and save the world. I just need to open the doors for you, mate.
Doors are already open.
Possibly cause a distraction. But you're the guy with the lightsaber. I'm the guy with the computer skills.
Okay. So you guys go through, and as they're walking through, we go back to the Wookiee and Jawa. You guys want to cause more mischief? How do you want to do this? This guy, you can use light side to how, what kind of massive damage you want to cause.
I mean, well, if we can use a light side to cause like an amazing damage, I think I would do something like use a grenade to knock out a support pillar in this, wherever we are, to knock something, some tower, some building, some wall, something on top of the last of the troopers.
Yeah, I would say that one is so if you guys want, like, you and the Wookiee can do a really great successes on that one, you might hit something, do like a domino effect or something to take out like a big the forces out.
Right, so let me get my gun out. I'm just gonna keep using this grenade launcher, my favourite.
Yep, it's gonna be for you guys, it's gonna be 3 purple and 1 red.
Getting the bowcaster ready, the big FU, the Frau.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
3 purple and a red.
Where's the rolls?
Well, okay, he succeeds.
Okay, 1 success, 3 advantages. I forgot to use a light side point. Do I just do it now? Yeah. There you go.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. So, all right. So this is what happens is the funny thing is that the grenade that shoots out from Click, and he's just sitting there trying to hit a support beam, and Death Roll is kind of like just shoots massive force, and he's like, there's one of the things coming through. He misses a trooper, and as that grenade hits there, create a large chain reaction, takes out a metal support. There's maybe railings, catwalk, lands down, and this whole metal grating comes down, and you start hearing people turn massive thing lands on the one side of the area, and there's maybe half the forces are trapped under it.
Yeah.
So as you guys sitting there kind of just hooting, hollering, Crick and Zoo, you guys coming through the temple, and Zoo, you see there is, there's power lines coming through, and you see there is a small computer terminal that is near you, and you see there's probably somebody rushed out there. There's a couple tools in the area, and there's somebody's jerry rigged something up.
I'll take a look at it. Go on. Seeing as you asked so nicely, what have they been tinkering with?
All right, roll computers, and this would be a 2 purple. Nice.
I'm on a roll tonight.
Nice.
My
So
man.
what it
Go
is
tits
that,
up in a minute.
so what it is a
I've never seen you
digital
roll so
readout
many
of
nice
the
dice,
temple.
Dave.
I know.
Oh yeah. So this is a digital outlook of the temple, and where there is a tomb that you see that they're doing some kind of ritual there, and it seems like all the things they need to bring in, all the tech they need to do, it seems like it's about to happen now. And you can see there is a purple glowing coming out from a long highway where you guys are at, and it seems like the middle of the temple is straight ahead. And as Zoo is going through the computer, Crick, you feel the force is kind of points you that way, and you feel a thrum of dark energy coming to you, and it gets larger and larger as it's getting closer to you.
While I'm in this computer,
Mm-hmm.
can I make it look as if there's a massive attack going down? So the alarms are going off anyway,
Mm-hmm.
but can I make it look like it's not just a Wookiee and a Jawa?
Oh, so there's a bigger force out there?
Just triggering motion detectors everywhere.
Yeah, from what you can see is that they're tapped into the main computer bank of the base, that you're able to actually not just do that. There's multiple attacks you can do throughout the whole base, so you can do false readings throughout the whole base if you wanted to.
Yeah. Motion detectors everywhere. There's X-wings coming in.
Yeah, he's doing all that kinds of shit. It's
Whole shebang.
Yeah, and it's just messing everything up. And
To try and distract.
So they've no idea
from,
what the real attack is, yeah.
yeah.
Love it.
Alright, so Crick, what do you want to do? You can feel this dark presence that way.
I'm gonna be marching towards the open doorway to defend the galaxy against the Slytherins of the Star Wars existence.
The Slytherins.
Super emo boys. So, yeah, it's like Zoo. This when you see Crick is slowly walking that way, and as you're seeing, there's bright purple light, and you can't see that more. You just more focus on that, and it seems like literally time slows down, and as he's walking through, you can hear his footsteps is this echo, and just everything is just no noise. It's just his footsteps. And as he's getting to the end of the hallway, he sees this.
Bated breath.
he sees a large tomb in the middle of a large tomb area, and there's this like really obsidian sarcophagus where there's like 4 statues around it, and there's 2 dark side users sitting there, but floating on top of that, you see that figure that was in the white gray robe that Crick fought before is floating along there, and you see like tattered long red hair flowing through, and her body is just sitting there like that, and you can feel there's like dark purple in like trails of power, like her life is getting drained, being focused into this sarcophagus.
Zoo, you better get down here. They've got one of Jabba's fucking dancing girls with lights. You gotta get down here now and help out with this shit.
That's your sister you're calling a hut.
I know, but is Zoo gonna come down if I tell him it's my sister?
Good point. You're smarter than
I do feel that you are better.
I'm rolling
You are
deception.
better equipped for this kind of scenarios. Right?
Hey, did you or did you not?
I'm going to see if I can find a convenient shuttle that's prepped and ready for takeoff. Seeing as somebody broke our ship.
Yeah, well, the transport you find there's actually a safe transport that can get you out from here back to the temple where your ship is waiting for you, and you have a safe spot right there, and you still hear the mass explosion. There's like it seems like a massive army fight out there, and you just hear a giant roar of a Yeti out there.
And do we catch up to them at any point?
Oh yeah, you guys do, and it's just like you guys cause enough damage. You guys kind of run down the hallway, and it's like you guys come through Crick. You just see this. You see their hands sticking out like lightsabers in hand, and one of them stops.
Oh, sorry, I thought they were statues. They're people.
Oh no! There's 4 statues, but there are 2 people.
The 2 dark side guys were there as well.
Yeah, there's 2 lights. Yeah, and they're chilling into the sarcophagus, but your sister is up there, entranced in some kind of like purple force that is basically her life is getting drained into the sarcophagus, maybe reviving something. And you see one of them stops, looks at the other, turns and looks at you, and ignites his lightsaber.
I do the
Go,
same
Crick.
in return.
This is your chance to shine.
This is your time, man.
So I'm not gonna attack first. Just to let you know.
Jedi code, isn't it? Because you're a good guy. The Sith attack first. The Jedi don't. I was reading this the other day.
Yeah, and the guy. Yeah, so the guy that who ignited his lightsaber is the second guy, the one with the hood. His looks like more of the hilt looks more like a bastard sword style hilt, and the blade is a lot bigger. And he slowly walks over to Crick, and you just see like red eyes just gleam at him.
Get him, Crick.
Right. Well,
Now, while they're doing all the chivalry and fanning about sword fighting, I don't have the honor of a human or of a Jedi. I will shoot first. The other one, that other dark side force user. As soon as I sight him.
Yeah, so like it's just basically it's going to probably like 1 or 2 rounds of these guys fighting, and you guys
we'll
come in probably after that.
Okay.
So if you want to roll initiative, Crick, go ahead. Just roll cool.
Cool. Oh yeah, it's I keep looking at my sheet. I forget this isn't that game.
Okay.
Wow.
Get him, Crick.
Probably do.
So yeah, so the dark side user walks up first and just stands in front of you, and he just you hear like a distorted voice. It's like, so are you the small little trouble that we have sensed?
I don't know about how much you know about me, but I'm a little bit more than a small trouble in this galaxy, and I ready my saber in a downward motion like this, ready to defend.
And he just kind of just gets into a stance and motions you have the first try.
That's very.
It's very unsiphy like
of them, yeah. I was reading all about it, and this is why the Sith are more powerful in sword fights, because they fight more aggressive, because they will attack first, but a Jedi doesn't do that.
My entire build relies on you fucking attacking me first, so attack me. So fuck it, I don't care. I'm just gonna attack him. I was gonna use the force, but we haven't enough fucking light side points anymore.
No go any left.
Right.
Oh no. So the way the force works, you just roll your force dice. And the success is from the light side or the dark side is how you fuel your powers. If you can actually the powers work or not. It doesn't use the light side points.
Oh, right. It says to use the amount of dice that it lands. Though.
Yeah. So if you have probably 2 white dice, you have 2 white dice to roll. And when you roll those dice for whatever the little blips pop on there, how you power your power for through the use of the light side or the dark side.
So I use the dark side and use fucking harm. So I spend that to inflict the equal amount of wounds to the intellect, ignoring soak, and the engaged target.
Okay, and how many wounds would that be?
Oh, is it my intelligence or their intelligence?
Sounded like
your intelligence.
Okay. Well, 2. There you go. Take 2.
So you see Craig just sitting there, like have his lightsaber out pointed the reverse way, and he just channels like this almost white, blackish, purplish light comes from him, and he shoots this guy, and the guy just hits him, and you can see him like steps back for a second, and it's like, and you hear like this dark laugh, and he just chuckles like, "Oh, that tickled," and you can literally see his hand just rips purple lightning along his body, and he just channels this giant electrical power just straight down towards you through the hallway. It's basically. Oh. Will we stop right now for technical?
Yeah.
I don't think there's any need. I think I have fixed it. It's just a dodgy USB here. Unplug it and plug it back in, and it fixes, man. Yeah, we're back. No need to pause.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
no
So you see this giant, basically force lightning comes right down. So what I want to do, everybody roll athletics. See if they can dodge out of the way as you guys are running through the hallway too.
Oh, so everybody.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
Athletics is that what it's like my worst roll, man.
Well, no, it's athletics or coordination, which is better. Because athletics is kind of you jump in a row, but coordination is more adept. So it's just whatever is better for anybody.
Right, what's the difficulty?
This is going to be 3 purple.
Okay. Boom. 3 successes, let's try it. 4 successes, 3 successes. Look at all those successes, boys.
Okay, as you guys gotten through, is that you see you guys jumped out of the way, and the whole hallway has this basically kind of like a force and lightning storm of power reaches through Lily at the end of the entryway as he's going through, and it just sits there, and he closes his hand. Zoo, you barely managed to get out of the way. You barely, right there, but your body's kind of like, I wouldn't send you just stunned for the moment. You feel like you just got hit by a big taser. I felt like for you right now.
Barely counts.
Ooh, ouch.
I'll just Crick, pull your finger out, mate.
Come on, Crick.
It's not my fault. I tried. Haven't seen you do anything here.
Computers! That's me. Force lightning shit. Lightsabers. That's on you.
He's got a point.
No. I can't do Force Lightning yet. All right, leave that for like another 12 episodes, please. So is it any of these guys? Have they joined the initiative yet,
it'll be another round for you guys before they can get up to you guys.
Okay. So is it my turn now?
It is your turn.
Sorry, I'm looking at the table and it hasn't moved past around, so I'm like waiting. Alright. Okay, thanks.
Basically what he did.
So I'm going to he attacked me, so fuck it, I'm gonna attack him now, so get fucking swiped with my lightsaber cannon. See if I've got like a fucking double attack. Just put a few levels into this martial artist, and I can't not see a fucking martial artist that attack once. No, most of it's like.
After hardly anything in the talent tree, I've just used all of the stats. So
I would say definitely you want to probably look and get some of your talent, because that definitely help you out over there.
So yeah, so I understand.
Oh no, it's fine.
My brawl attacks gain pierce equal to my force rating.
Nice.
So how many difficulty do I need to roll?
For him, it is going to be 2 reds and 2 purples, and you have 2 blacks.
Hey.
Oof. That's some roll. 2 reds, 2 purple.
So you see Crick comes in there and he's dodging through, and he comes up with a punch into it, and he's channeling the force into it. The dark user basically flips his blade off, catches Crick by the neck, holds him up, and just starts laughing, and just channels force lightning into him.
Get lightning, Crick.
Oh, nothing happens yet. This is basically now you guys come in, and you can start seeing him. He's just, the power channeling through him, and he's just slowly channeling the force lightning into him, and he just slowly getting. You start seeing the zaps all along his body. So, what do you gentlemen want to do? Who all is coming?
Hold on. Right.
Yes.
Bollocks. Right. See in future. See next time you tell me to roll purple. Remind me I can change that.
Can you?
Sorry, keep going. Yes.
So I'll just turn to Click and Sith Realm and go, is this part of his plan, do you reckon?
I'll hold up my gun and say, this is my plan.
Maybe you should just chuck some of the grenades in, just to be sure. I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
Well,
Oh yeah.
there's the other one. There's not just Crick's Crick's saber fighting with one guy. There's also the other one. He's not close to anyone else, is he? If he's not close to anyone else, my first action is to come in and start blasting him. And I'm gonna pull out my blaster shotgun and run up as close to this other guy as I can, and as close as my little Jawa legs will let me get, and just run up and go, "Oh, motherfucker!" in his face with my shotgun if I can.
I would say that you can take 2 points of strain that you literally ran up there.
Yep.
You get 1 attack.
I'm doing it.
So the Wookiee's taking out his vibroglaive and going
What's the
after the one
difficulty?
that's holding. Lick up.
Okay, so you charge in there and you go Wookiee Rage, and you're kind of like you know, spear running in. I would say you take 2 points strain for yourself just doing that because you're charging in, but you get an extra blue dice to straight charge in that one.
What's
Okay.
my
And I think
difficulty?
you do something with Wookiee Rage if you want to do that. There's something special ability with Wookiee Rage if you want to activate it.
What was my difficulty with the shotgun, Max?
Oh, it's gonna be 2 purple and a black.
Yeah, the minute I suffer damage, I go into a Wookiee Rage.
Mm-hmm.
And then
And it adds
damage.
bonuses to you,
Yeah,
which is
damage
nice.
bonus.
Mm-hmm.
2 straight.
Well, I rolled 3 successes, 2 threats, and a triumph.
Ooh, nice.
And that's with the vicious effect.
Oh yeah. So what it is that you see Click comes in there and like, you know, you just see this huge power of light, like, you know, a power going through, and you can feel the dark presence that even affects you, but you're just kind of, you know, gritting your teeth, slowly walking up to it, pull out the shotgun, and do you want to say anything badass to this guy?
Oh, no, I'm not walking at all. I'm running up at full speed.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
It's like you're running
I'll say
up there.
something completely badass, but it's in a language none of you understand. It goes something like...
And so like, you know, like Crick, Click, you just sitting there, like as you're going through, you run up to it and you slide in front of this, like behind this guy, and his, like, the power as he's channeling slowly diminish, and the head slowly turns and looks at you, and you just say something, and you basically, instead of pointing at his head, you point at his knee, and you just cock the gun, and it whizzes out, and you see this shotgun blast of blaster bolts come out, and you literally take his knee out. And he just falls to one knee, and you hear this large roar of just like, "Rah!" and just holds it, and he's bleeding out. And he turns to you, and he just force pushes you away from him, and you just slam against the wall, like foot. And that's one of the dark sides I'm gonna use for that.
Cool.
Now, let's just see what the Wookiee wants to do against the guy who's basically focusing, channeling on him. He's distracted. He doesn't see you coming up at him.
Yeah.
That's where you
So
get free blue.
I use 2 additional strain to go into a friend's attack.
Mm-hmm.
Three successes, 1 triumph, 9 damage.
I trying for a critical.
Okay. Well,
So
alright,
that's
so the
critical plus 30 because I have lethal blow too.
nice. So yeah, so this is what happens with like the awesome like you see like just a roaring Wookiee. His battle roar just echoes, literally like a legendary warrior that basically comes from him. His blood, his ancient ancestors flows through him, and he just sits there like that, and the guy just stops, like channeling that power, and you know, Craig just kind of has that moment of like relief as this giant halberd of power comes through and skewers this guy right in the chest and raises him up, and he just roar, and Craig just falls to the ground. And as it's going through, you see the woman that was there slowly, like, you know, like falls to the ground, and you hear a thump. And like the one, like the guy whose knee just sitting there just looking at his buddy, and his buddy just kind of just smiles, grabs your weapon, and just completely just literally just shoves the rest of his body, and he just slumps. And you see this they were channeling through, this purple energy erupts from this guy and pushes Death Row and Crick backwards, and it seems just to channel into the sarcophagus, and the sarcophagus starts glowing, radiant of power, and it just shatters in pieces, and this dark figure of a rogue creature stands up and just literally faces up, turns its head, and looks at the whole crew. And I will throw that up in a moment.
Might have been the wrong idea.
Sue, it's all your fucking right now, boy.
It's all fine. It's fine.
You see this figure basically walk, like, stands up and just float, like, you know, it floats right above it. Stick its hand behind it, and the woman floats around and lands right next to Crick. His other hands flow to the two dark side users, and they float next to it. And it hand stands, like, folds its arms before you, and it's like, I wish to thank you for my awakening, but I would suggest you may wish to run. And you can literally see, like, you know, it just the temple starts shaking, and you can, and Crick, you feel the force radiating from this creature, and as the top of the ceiling breaks and lands in front of you guys, and just cuts you guys off from them.
What are you playing, guys? Run.
Yeah, well, the thing's been awakened that we were trying to stop being awakened. We failed.
We are not, like, in any way, shape, or form
Fighting
like
that.
Equipped
No.
to deal with that.
No. Where was that? Like, get us to that escape, to that transport, then.
I found a shuttle.
Get us to that shuttle. Can you get us
I
to here
think,
though? With that thing having broke down, can we still get out of here? Are we completely shut
Oh yeah,
off,
you
or-
guys can go back to the way you go through, but you start seeing the whole temple start shaking. There's rocks falling down. You guys can run through, but Crick, your sister is literally laying right next to you. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna say the death roll to pick her up and bring her with us.
Now, I'm still next to this one dark side user that I blasted the knee with a shotgun, right?
Well, no, he grabbed
He
both
blasted you away.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
he-
You did, yeah. I got.
Yeah, he has
blasted
both
away,
of them,
yeah.
and you can hear like this white aura coming from on the other side, and you hear footsteps just walking away.
So we're not catching it. Right, so let's get out of here. Do lead the way.
Yeah, lead the way. And as the Wookiee goes by the Jawa, he grabs him by the scruff of the neck and picks him up and football holds him.
Call.
Yeah, so you guys, it's like, you know, you guys running through, going through here and there and stuff like that. And you guys managed to find like a small, like, you know, you see there's troopers running around, and some of them, like, you know, like went to pointing guns at you, and part of the temple falls on them, and everything starts shaking. You guys barely get to where the little shuttle yard is, and this is like a small shuttle that can take you where you need to go. And it's just right at the end, as you guys going through, is the doors open, you guys fly out, and it seems like the whole mountain caves in into itself. You guys fly back to the temple.
You know, next time they need to find somebody substantially better than us.
We were like 1 minute too slow, is all.
I feel it was disrespectful of them.
We saved
Send
Crick's
us
sister
to
though.
face that.
I think it's all the Jawa's fault. Because if he hadn't have blown up the fucking back of the ship, it'd been all fine. This would all have been crystal clear. And then he goes over and he blows one of their fucking legs off, and then boom, look at this. Lord fucking Darth Voldemort turns up.
And what have we brought that dark side woman back for anyway?
Oh, and I never realised you
She's
had
not a
posted the
dark
picture.
side user.
I never realised you had posted the
She
guy's
certainly
image.
looked like a dark side user just now with all that purple shit.
She's not a dark side user. You wouldn't know, Zoo. You've been looking at too many pretty women in Jawa's hut. Alright? So, or not Jawa's hut, Jabba the Hutt's place. So,
He had purple
you can't,
stuff coming out of
your
her.
eyes have been, no, but that doesn't matter. It's all been drained. It's gone. That's not her true life force.
You seem to know an awful lot about people's true life force all of a sudden after
Look.
talking to some Jedi for 5 minutes.
It's because the Jedi put me into a temple that was like hyperbolic time chamber where basically the time-space continuum around me moved at like 0.00001. So what happened was very like a movie which has not been created, The Matrix, or Dragon Ball, which has also not been created.
That's lovely.
I took a lot of training on at one time, sat back in a chair and looked up and went, I know Kung Fu.
That's lovely for you, Craig.
Was it just
she was
downloaded
hanging
the
around.
knowledge, like you've downloaded some Force knowledge?
Yeah,
She was
yeah,
hanging
that's how the
around.
whole Quran works.
With two dark side Force lightning fellas. She was part of summoning that black fella.
You think she's
I
one of
say
them?
jettison her into space and get the hell out of it.
I've seen you have terrible company too. Again, do you want me to bring
Yeah,
up
you
all
lot.
the times I've seen you at Jabba the Hutt's place? The fact that
terrible
you know
company I'm
me,
keeping
a
at the
dirty
moment
bounty
is
hunter,
you.
is yes, exactly. I'm a
That
dirty
been-
bounty hunter.
I
I'm the
say
scourge.
we chuck her into space and get out of here.
Look, Zoo,
Is she really
have
your
I ever
sister?
led you wrong?
Yes.
Yes. We've all led us
Many
all wrong.
times. Shall I
Many
start
times.
listing?
Look.
I'll just start listing the times when he is in fact.
No,
Remember
Crick,
that
Crick pulls out the
comment?
list. It's already been written. He's already got it. Crick pulls out the list and hands it to you.
Remember the
Quite
time
a long
that
list. Hang on.
we were
I've
all
got another
going
couple of pages
to...
here.
No.
Okay, as you
He's
guys
all
are fighting
just
through
gonna
this,
hurt me.
you guys arrive at the temple, and as you guys sitting through, and you see that the teachers, waiting outside for you. And actually, I have a picture of them right now if you guys want to see.
Yeah. Just the teacher.
If he doesn't look like Voldemort, or sorry, Dumbledore within the fucking Star Wars universe, you gotta redo it. That was
Is that the
close enough.
teacher? He's pretty cool.
Yeah, so he's sitting there like he's like sitting there. It's like, so it seems like you succeeded, yet not succeeded at the same time.
That's a very generous way of putting it.
Yes, but it's like he sees the young woman, and you see there's a couple of droids come in there, like walk up and bring in like a small little hovercraft like bed. Walks over there, and it's like take her to medical, and they're like they just nod and they just take her away. And he sees like, well, it seems like your task here is done, but fortunately for your bigger probably problems have gotten worse. And he he his head kind of towards to where the mountain was, and you can see the flow of the force under him, and you guys see it's just kind of like a darkened sky, and you see like a river, a white like bluish river flows under him, and you can see him as like the force is like a river. It has many ways to go through, and you can see like there's different images.
This is your problem, mate.
I agree. I agree. I think these.
Unequipped for this. Get your ass out there. You deal with it.
I don't think I can deal with it either. Like, I don't know. I think this is for the Jihadi to sort out. So, do you know what? Just heal my sister there. More double gate and sort my
Pay us his money, and thank you very much. Enjoy.
Well, he's like he nods. He acknowledges that when your ship is ready, you can depart anytime you wish. If you wish to take your sister along with you, you may.
Sorry, dude.
Oh shit.
Sorry.
He looks
what
at
now?
Crick. Yeah. He looks at he's saying this.
Sorry, can I have that list back? Because I've got a couple of extra lines. Would you like add on to it if you don't mind?
Give you a pen.
Sister?
Look, I don't know if you've seen a show. It's not in our universe just yet, but it's called.
No, I haven't. I don't do shows.
And as this is going on for you guys, and he looks, it's like, you know, the sister getting away and you guys are talking through, the scene ends. And that is the series ending of the Encroaching Darkness.